Who are you? Right now, I'm Damien, but that's just a name. It's a name to describe an identity that I was born with and then imprinted upon me by society, by my friends, by my family, my mom and dad. These identities are placed upon us before we even knew who we were or who we are. I wanted to talk to you about this identity. Knowing who you are is part of the journey to discover who you are, who you were, and who you will ultimately be. I always tell people if they really want to truly know who they are, have a vision. Have a vision for the future, because that vision for the future will help you to shape that identity you will ultimately become. Because who you are is much deeper than the imprinted name on your birth certificate or all the other labels that have been placed upon you. And that actually includes all the labels you have placed upon yourself. You see, we go through our lives thinking that we're this singular I, this I that says, I am Damien. Or we go, I am a boy. I am a girl. I am an American. I am European. I am black. I am happy. I am sad. All of these are to label this singular perspective of I, which in reality is just a made up construct of different personalities, different concepts, and different meanings. But shaping who that I is, that identity, is often based upon your experience with your understanding of your environment. It's a narrative that allows you to balance yourself out and to interact with the world around you. In leadership development, we don't realize that a lot of it has to do with this singular identity, this I concept of I. The more layers you peel back, you start to realize this ambiguous concept of I, and you have to reconcile with it. How do you know you reconcile with it? It's through suffering. The struggles, the concepts, the ideas start to break down and you feel the friction. You get upset, you're triggered, you react. It is this reactivity to our experience that causes more suffering. And you start to question who this ambiguous I is. But as you start to explore and go past that label, that concept of identity, you realize there's this awareness that exists. With each layer of this understanding, you get to a certain place that is so abstract that you can no longer label it. Because the moment you start to label this identity, it falls apart again. This paradoxical concept of I has no label. And at that point, at that moment, you start to realize you are nothing and everything at the same time. It is this paradox that you reconcile with in this discovery that you're just a series of patterns being observed. Now, what does this have to do with just life in general? Well, what that has to do is freedom. Freedom from all the other identities that you place on yourself and other society and family and friends and the people around you place upon you. The more you can let go of these identities, the ego, if you will, the freer you are just to be present, to be that awareness, and understand that the meanings behind that are arbitrary. Arbitrary to the point of which allows you to be free to have much more flexibility in becoming an identity needed in order to maneuver or facilitate this existence, particularly when you're facilitating or manipulating a vision for the future that you want to genuinely experience. So ask yourself, who are you? The more uncomfortable it is, the closer you are to realizing who you really are. Because who you really are is nothing and everything at the same time. Your leadership development is personal development. And the more you get to that place of freedom, the easier it is to exist and to take on challenges that make you realize you're more expansive than you could ever think of. So keep questioning, who am I? What am I? Even why am I? This is just to poke that part of yourself. So start poking around, see truly who you are. Hopefully, this helps you, enlightens you, and broadens you. Thanks again.